Today I want to offer you 4 habit changes that can help you manifest more good days. And this could be through law of attraction, sort of is, and it could also just be through these habits and just kind of seeing things different. But we'll get to that. Definitely the third one is going to be the most important, I think. But I kind of want to lead into that. So a good day is generally where things just seem to go right. Your boss is happy with your work, your household is in sync, and people are nice around you. Like, those are the elements that make up a good day. You may have your own specifics, but we all kind of get the general idea of what a good day is. So the first habit is going to be, what do you do after you have a good day? And honestly, most of us don't even really pay attention to it. We don't even recognize that we've had this good day. And so it ends up happening more often than we think. And we just sort of let it slide, because why would you worry too much about something that is positive? So this first habit is making a habit out of thinking back on your day. Just do this every day. It only takes a minute. And just be grateful for the good things that have happened. And this is a small, so this habit 1 is a small version of habit 2. But we'll get to that in a second. So in habit 1, this gratitude that you feel helps you start to recognize when you have good days. So just right off the bat, you're going to have more good days because you're going to recognize more good days. So I forgot to throw that little bit in there. So the second habit is intentionally rewarding yourself for having a good day. So at some point, maybe in your evening or whatever it might be, you look back, you recognize that you've had a good day, and you say, you know what? I'm going to do something special for myself. I'm going to go buy myself a new shirt, or I'm going to go have a piece of cake or some lasagna or whatever it is that you like. Go and intentionally reward yourself for having a good day. Now, if you get like me, or you are like me, most days seem like good days. So you can most of the time just appreciate that you've had that good day, and you don't always have to reward yourself. That, like I said, that 1 and 2 kind of go together, because that gratitude that you showed in 1 can actually be a reward in and of itself, because you're sitting there and you're saying, wow, that's great. And so you don't always need to reward yourself, but it is important to do it, because that's how we learn. We learn by saying, I received something good for this, and so I want to bring it to me again, however that may be, through my actions, through law of attraction, whatever it may be. And this third habit, like I said, this is the most important one, is what do you do after you have a bad day? And so this is going to be a habit change. So a bad day is when, of course, things feel off or just against us, or that just nothing works. And, it could be your boss was angry with the way you did something. Your household is just chaotic and just a little crazy. Everyone that you run into is grumpy and rude. And so we tend to forget that we cause a lot of that stuff. But I'll kind of get to that, because first I want to say that the habit that we tend to have is that we reward ourselves for these bad days. We'll have a piece of cake, or maybe go have a drink, or decide, you know what, I'm going to watch some extra TV or play some extra video games today. And what I would invite is, instead of doing these reward behaviors after a bad day, do a task behavior. So something that you've been putting off, something that you don't like doing. So when you come home, and I know it sounds awful, and that's kind of the idea. So you come home, you say, man, today just sucked. My boss was mad. People were jerks in traffic, whatever it might be. Go clean your bathroom. Go wash your dishes. Go do some paperwork or pay some bills. These like generally distasteful things that you've probably been putting off for a little while, and just go get them done. And so that way you have, I don't want to say a punishment, but it is sort of a punishment. You're saying you don't get to have bad days anymore. You knock that off. And if you do have a bad day, this is what you're going to get for it. You're going to have to go and do something distasteful. And so as horrible as that sounds to end your day that way, there is a benefit to it. And it's just the way that our brains work. So when we get rewarded for having a bad day, we'll tend to self-sabotage more. So I might be rude to my family because somewhere deep down inside in my subconscious, I know that if I'm rude to my family, that the day will turn out bad, that I'll have all these bad experiences just starting with that. And if the day turns out bad, I get my reward. And same thing at work. I might do substandard work on a project that I'm working on, or handling a customer or a client or something, and I don't do that intentionally. I do it because my subconscious is trying to work in my favor. So it says, oh, if this guy has a bad day, he's going to get a reward, and he likes rewards. So let's get him a reward. Let's make this experience with the boss or the client absolutely miserable so that he can have this reward. And so we end up self-sabotaging, not on purpose, but just so that our subconscious and our ego working together can say, look what a good job we did getting this reward. It's kind of like the dog that pees on the floor. If you give them a treat for peeing on the floor, they're going to pee on the floor more. And so let's turn that around. So you stop self-sabotaging. And I'm sorry, number 3 was really long. So you stop the self-sabotaging desire, and you stop rewarding yourself for the bad days, and instead you sort of punish yourself for the bad days. And now the 4th one, and this one is much lighter than the 3rd one, is look back on your bad day and say, what did I learn? What could I have done different? How could I have started that day different? Was it something I did in those interactions with people that caused me to have bad, unpleasant interactions? Like, did I enter into it grumpy? Did I have a mean look on my face when I started talking to the checker at the store? What could I have done different? What did I learn about myself from that bad day? And when you do that, then obviously you're giving yourself a place where you can improve. Whether you do or not, that's entirely up to you. But starting with, I know what to improve, gives us a place where we can say, oh, now I can improve. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and be sure to hit like and subscribe, because both of those help me out a lot in getting seen by other people who might find this useful. And have a